make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get this stuff, started. What's up, y'all? Shows the most, that's the most. JerCrispy, welcome to a video. We got a little news. We got some new updates, news. About to get my webcam going down. Got a webcam about to come next Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday. So yeah, videos about to be looking very better with the quality. Better things, better this, better that. Y'all just be excited that your boy about to get a webcam. Might need to reinstall some LED lights and stuff like that. I don't know yet. Besides that, better videos, better quality things. So yeah, it's supposed to come Thursday. We're gonna set it up, and yeah. Just wanted to tell you that we're gonna get a better. I was looking up all night, just trying to find like a good webcam to poke out my faces, because I make my own thumbnails. I do everything myself. Thumbnails, I do anything. I'm about once we hit 500, I might make it like a new intro. I'm not gonna hold you, it might be a new intro. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But enough talking. Just had to tell y'all that little news and stuff. Your boy got that webcam about to come through. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And we here though. We back with another Blank Boy video. So I called these characters legendary, part 2. This is number 2. Man, hey, Blank Boy, run a whole series about this, bro. I'm not gonna do this. Is actually, and you could be the guy to do it too. Not gonna. I need to go buy me a gaming chair. That's what I need to buy. But just gotta get the little things one at a time. Like I got that new mic for Christmas. Now I got a new webcam about to come through. And just get some more lights in this mug and that. Yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
And his final battle scene lasted for a shorter amount of time than Will telling the group he liked it. So you guys really enjoyed my "Stop Calling These Characters Legendary" video. I was very happy to get my Sasuke hate off. I forgot to mention his trash cut too. So you know what? Here go one more for y'all. This is "Stop Calling These Characters Legendary" Part 2.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Bay vs Optimus Prime. Now, unlike my last video, which features Sasuke, Mark, and Korra, no one in this video do I actually dislike. Optimus is iconic with great moments, but so was Rebecca Black's Friday song. Iconic don't always mean he was cooking for real. Yo Optimus, do you have any 1v1 fight wins versus strong villains? I got Aura. So we can go through each shitty movie to really dissect how Optimus was truly a fraud. Let's look back at Transformers 2007, back before Shia LaBeouf was a crackhead and Megan Fox had all of y'all bricked up. In this movie, the Autobots didn't do nearly as much fighting. Optimus does kill Bone Crusher, which was dope. He used his Energon blades and gave him straight belt. He even saved Sam from a falling building. One thing I definitely didn't say is that Optimus is a bad hero, so congrats nigga. But unfortunately, we don't give out legendary statuses for beating Jake Paul. You gotta do more than that. You gotta beat a big dog. And when it was time for the final battle, when it was crunch time, 20 seconds left on the clock, go get a bucket versus Megatron. He was getting that ass smacked. I'm talking Kyle Lowry in prison, ass smacked. It took the military lighting up Megatron like a Christmas tree with jets, blasting his metal ACL and shoulder off, and Sam putting the Allspark into Megatron's chest to defeat him. Optimus was not going to be able to do it. It wasn't even a close fight. Sam Witwicky is just some regular nigga they found off the street, and he had to save the day. After watching Gabe Vincent for the Lakers, I'm convinced he is too. Imagine him carrying Braun to a championship. Imagine what narratives would spawn from that. But since since Optimus got great quotables, I guess we just let it slide, huh? So let's go to Transformers 2 then. Optimus Prime fought in the forest versus 3 Decepticons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue. Yeah, they did it, man, the worst way.
And only lost because he was distracted by Sam. That's a fact. Sometimes that's all it takes. You look away for a second and your dumbass dog pissing on the carpet. You gotta stay locked in. But ultimately, he did die and remained dead for the entire movie basically. Meaning everyone else has to carry weight in solving the mysteries and figuring out how they're gonna win. Nigga Optimus let himself die and forced us to deal with skids and mudflap screen time. That's enough right there to make him not legendary. What the fuck type of torture is this? But then he comes back to life in the very end, right? And gets his chain snatched literally instantly, getting killed basically right again. How you get revived then downed 2 seconds later? Nigga, go get Juggernog. So then Jetfire, we already on to like the 18th nigga who's had to sacrifice himself for Optimus, gives Optimus his power. And I'll give Optimus credit here. Remember, I don't hate Optimus, I like him. Cause he did put incredible hands on the Fallen and Megatron. You can give a chef all the ingredients, but they still gotta cook a good meal. Aisha Curry got everything she could ever imagine and still baking lizard ankles. So it ain't that easy. But then you go to Transformers 3 and Optimus gets—
wait, for real? Aisha cooking is trash or is just decent?
Stuck in a bunch of cables in the sky, putting him out the fight for a minute. Look at him. Look at silly. This Tom and Jerry ass trap they caught him with. No, they didn't even catch him with it. He did it to himself. This nigga don't know how to fly right. Now he does get out of it and starts cooking every Decepticon inside, killing Shockwave. But when it was time to fight Sentinel, Unc Sentinel was shitting on Optimus. Unc Sentinel hasn't fought in centuries. Nigga woke up yesterday and still showing Optimus how he used to get down back in the 80s, doing crack and wearing bad fits. Megatron saved Optimus's life, and Megatron wasn't even trying to fight bro afterwards. Optimus sneaks him when he was trying to discuss them forming a super team, and then he steals Megatron's kill on Sentinel. We're 3 movies in and he still doesn't have a real win versus the main villain without a ridiculous amount of help. That's legendary to y'all?
So basically, Optimus Prime is basically getting carried around here as we speaking. Basically, like most of his kills are basically like dudes to help him out. Basically, I wouldn't say he's a fried legendary. He's just good at it. At his in his movie, he's not legendary, but he's good at his movie.
Transformers 4. Guess what happens in that one? Optimus gets fucked up by Galvatron and gets himself kidnapped, carried into Lockdown's ship. Free Big Optimeasy, he innocent. All the side characters gotta go on a mission to rescue him, just so when he 1v1s Lockdown, he could get thumbtacked to the wall like a to-do list. And gets carried by Bumblebee and Cade, where he steals their kill again. He's stat padding.
I mean, unless Optimus Prime ain't really supposed to be the leader, Bumblebee might be low-key the leader. I'm just gonna keep it real. I wouldn't tell. Shit, I thought Bumblebee was the leader. I ain't never thought Optimus Prime was the main antagonist. Shit, I thought he was a side character too.
Nigga, Transformers 5, Optimus gets taken over and becomes evil and was getting that ass beat by Bumblebee. He was getting dropped off by a fucking midget. He gets bailed out of that fight because the plot wrote in a tsunami, and then in the end, it's Bumblebee who kills Quintessa while Optimus is frozen in place and can't move. Now let's go over to Rise of the Beast. I understand this is—
But this movie ass as hell, bro. It's the jungle. Yeah, you need your ass for whoever made this movie. Oh, John Honey, you need your ass whooped. Itchy Hopper, you need your ass whooped. Well, y'all brothers, y'all need your ass whooped. Hold on. Ass whoop, ass whoop, ass whoop, ass whoop. Oh, y'all need your ass whooped for that shit.
Isn't Bay vs. Optimus anymore. But fuck it, we slandering, so let's really slander. The Autobots pull up on Scourge for the first time, and Optimus was getting shit on as per usual. Surprise, surprise, bro. Scourge hit him in the chin, knocking him out, and then Optimus sat there and watched his young bull Bumblebee get hoisted up in the air and killed. This nigga Optimus the worst father figure ever, bro. Bumblebee mom told you to have that little nigga back by 8 p.m. Now you're gonna bring her just his arm, talking about some my fault. I will say though, shout out to Rise of the Beast Optimus, because
Finally!
this is the first time after 6 movies where Optimus finally does beat the main villain in a 1v1 fight. He held his face up against the lava, gave that man the Zuko scar. So shout out to him. It only took like 15 years for him to finally do it on the big screen. Only for it to
Yeah, nah, that's low key kind of crazy. Whoever wrote Optimus Prime thing, yeah, you're low key wrong for that. And I was joking earlier about that ass whoop about that, but I ain't lying to you. If I'm writing Transformer, the next Transformer, bro, I'm not freaking putting Optimus Prime at getting his ass whooped. I'm sorry, it's gonna be head to head. Somebody losing an arm, 2 arms or legs. They in and out with some pieces, and then they got to get rebuilt. They take them out 2 to 3 years to rebuild their stuff. That's how I'm in and off a good battle right there.
then get reversed in Transformers 1, where he gets his ass blasted off the tower by D-16, and the writers had to pull off some bullshit ass random buff mid-falling like Mufasa to his death to save him. And Optimus does have a legendary moment when he gets back up there and shits on all the Decepticons by himself, with all the other Autobots just spectating. He don't need help. Listen, ultimately, I love Optimus just like you guys, but when the main villain steps up to the plate, Optimus consistently failed. And if it wasn't just for pure plot or his teammates jumping in to help him, he would have died 16 more times on top of the 17 times he already died.
Damn.
Calling that man legendary because he...
Rocky Balboa.
Blank, 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 blank. Chill. Rocky is legendary. Rocky is very much legendary, bro. Just because he got, he might got, everybody don't lose their wins, but shoot, everybody don't win all their fights in life. Let's chill. I have to defend like how last time I defended King Kong. Rocky good. Because without Apollo dying and stuff like that, and if Drago didn't want to try to attempt to kill Rocky, if Drago was not trying to attempt to kill Apollo, Rocky would have never fought Apollo. Apollo would have lost that fight. He would have fell on the ground, and that would have been wraps. No, Drago wanted to kill Apollo, so he killed Apollo. Rocky suited up, mind you. I don't know what this had to be number 3 or number 2 at best. No, because number 1 he was fighting old dude, and number 2 he was fighting such and such. So don't call that man not legendary, and he had to fight multiple fights. Rounds after rounds. So, bro, I want to hear what you got to say for this one.
Listen, we all love movies because they allow.
Mind you, he handling his own battle. Retirement. This nigga is in retirement. Nigga fight somebody off the streets. Come on now, bro.
For the impossible to happen, and Rocky Balboa being a heavyweight champion is the perfect example of that. That nigga was 5'10", 190 pounds. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are like 5'6", 280 behemoths. Rocky Balboa is Bill Russell, Neolithic hoops. I can't respect his era. This nigga Rocky was fighting mailmen and carpenters. And even with that weak-ass competition, he had a 53-23 record. What the fuck is that? In real life, a nigga with 23 losses would stop getting professional fights, cause that's so bad. Just look at his form. He punches like Popeye. He got that Celtics mascot, why I oughta stance. He looked like he was charging up his punches by spinning his arm like fucking Donkey Kong. Rocky Balboa was anything but a legendary boxer. Look at him, bro. Hands down the entire fight. I don't know if
you talk about hands. I'm talking about strategies and all that other stuff, Blank. I'm talking about like once you get to the point that there's like, bro, if you sit there and watch every Rocky movie, watch somebody explain it and tell you about the refreshing saying, Rocky is a fucking legendary, bro. And you gotta realize that, bro. It was at the trials, his wife died, such and such. He barely saw his kid. It's so much. It's so much. You talking about fighting skills? He was throwing them hands though. Like, bro, you showing up early fight. Showed up that Drago fight that he was
If Rocky ever actually blocked
like, come
once,
on now.
he just sat there and took hits to the face, ending fights looking like he trained with Piccolo, talking about some, yeah, I was cooking, bro, wasn't I, huh? Adonis Creed is a million times better than Rocky. He was fighting real.
They even. I said they even. The only reason why I said they even because Rocky really don't want who trained Creed. So let's be real. Rocky know Creed weakness basically. Cause he the one who trained him. If I'm not like wrong, like that's in 3 movies he trained him
hitters,
too.
real heavyweights. Dame would have put pause on Rocky. Tell me I'm lying. We seen how
Nah, because they ain't do dirty tricks. So that's the only thing he will try to do. He'll just try to play dirty. So like you wrong with that one because he like a dirty player, or like a dirty boxer, and he wouldn't even have like got points. Like back then, they would have been looking at that stuff, bro.
Jonathan Majors had Creed on the ropes. We also seen how he had his girl on them too. Just use your eye test. Unless you're Stevie Wonder, it is very clear. Rocky is a flip phone, battery falling out and shit, versus Creed who's an iPhone 17 Pro Max. Rocky was in a weak era and he really didn't even dominate it.
Oh my god. Blank. Why is you saying he was in a weak area? You can't say that he was in a weak area. If he had Apollo, that supposed to be one of the best fighters, and hands down, Drago, another dude that's supposed to be hands down, he beat both of them just to get a belt off of them. Then he beat this dude in the first. This had to be the first movie.
That's the definition of a fraud. Imagine how crazy the slander would be on someone like Wilt Chamberlain if he was going against those same doctors he was going against, but instead of dominating, he was just ass. What? That is not legendary.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Vecna.
Well, you know how long I've been waiting for this one? Nah, boy. Yo, you is trash. You and Stranger Things, the niggas who wrote that shit, you need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. You need your ass whooped. Niggas, go the fuck. Who the fuck tell this nigga, this trash ass nigga, that he like that just to get packed up in 2 minutes? And that fight should have went on in 30 minutes. But nah, we gonna worry about the military and we gonna worry about how 11 just gonna die on us. Nah, we supposed to make this fight at least 30 minutes at best. Somebody was supposed to lose an arm or a leg. Or somebody was supposed to sacrifice and die. And so you telling me Vecna was getting killed that easy? Man, hell nah, bro. Stranger Things, y'all 50-50 with it, bro. Y'all good, but sometimes y'all just don't know how to write a good ending, bro. I don't fucking know, bro.
I don't even gotta ask the Duffer Brothers to know that they just started making shit up as they were going along after season 1 of Stranger Things.
Thanks.
And that's very clear in regard to Vecna. This man was supposed to be the big bad, the Thanos for Netflix heads. And his final battle scene lasted for a shorter amount of time than Will telling the group he liked He was the fakest of fake demons. The group pulled up to your crib and speared you through the chest and you couldn't catch a single body? The fact that everyone got out of there unscathed is ridiculously ass from Vecna. Half them niggas didn't even have weapons because Walk 'em Down Nancy Wheeler was ball hogging all the shotguns and pistols and shit. Dudes was in there with water balloons and slingshots, somehow defeating you. This Disney Channel ass ending. I've seen Demodogs and Demogorgons throughout the entire series give way more trouble than what Vecna gave. How the fuck Robin giving the villain more struggle than Batman? The military base was getting wiped by a few Demogorgons with all their artillery, but a group of 24-year-old teenagers
and you know that's crazy? Why we ain't get no Demogorgon or the bats or nothing? Mind you, this is the final battle. We should have everything on here at least. But nah, we don't.
This is the big bad villain, but they pulled up to his own home turf and he got caught lacking like that? Nigga, you know you got ops. How you just so nonchalant? The Duffer Brothers said that there were no Demodogs or Demogorgons because the group caught Vecna by surprise. Can't that nigga literally see everything? How did he get snuck? You mean to tell me that Vecna couldn't hear them coming, or because of that whack-ass hairline, see the light reflecting off Lucas's forehead shining up in the sky like a bat signal? Vecna had a hold on Holly's leg, and the plate cleaner Derek manages to outmuscle him, pulling Holly away from him, and then told that nigga to suck his fat one. He was getting treated like a meme the entire last episode, bro. He's supposed to be way more powerful than 11, except he's literally losing a 1v1 ISO to her somehow. It makes no sense. We're 5 seasons in, and we seen that this bitch was still struggling to flip pennies, nose bleeding and shit, but now all of a sudden she can push him against a spike? They defeated Vecna, and there was still an hour left in the episode. The weak-ass military got 11 to die before Vecna was able to do it.
Facts.
It's crazy. Don't get me started on the Mind Flayer too. They brought him back for what? Just to look sorry. Vecna was a fraud, bro. Cool concept of a villain that they made up 5 minutes before it was time to shoot the season, but for him to be defeated that easily, that quickly, was just such a letdown of what's been built up for over like a decade now.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won.
Gohan. Now I know some of y'all gonna get mad at this, but let's be real, bro. Gohan is a lot cooler in theory than in reality. One of my personal favorite versions of Gohan is Future Gohan, but can we really think about what we're glazing for a second? This nigga Gohan allowed for everyone he's known and loved to die. The world is being boomed constantly.
Now blink. Now blink. Gohan, let's be real, and I'm gonna tell you how I think Dragon Ball Z was writing Gohan's script. Gohan was never supposed to be the main important person into the cast. I'm not gonna hold you. The main important people that are really supposed to be in the cast, hands down, Goku and Vegeta. That's the only 2 people that's supposed to be hands down the main people. Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, 10, and all them. How they was getting their ass whooped in the first season, the second season. Them niggas are side characters. That they treat that nigga as a side character. Mind you, Gohan had a whole kid and all that stuff. They should at least made that man the main hero too. Then that nigga was whooping some ass too. I don't understand. So the only main character, if you really want to put Dragon Ball Z in the first season before we got Broly, Beerus, Whis, and all that other stuff, was Goku and Vegeta. If you really want to be for real, Goku, Vegeta was the only people, hands down, is the main 2 characters. Oh, don't say, but what Bulma? Bulma's one of the main characters. No, she's not. I don't care about that little, when Goku and Bulma had their own little show together. That don't mean nothing. Not to me. Because at one point, Bulma didn't even fuck with Goku. Little ass. Little shiny ass. Nah, that's a side character too. That story was built up for Goku to develop to be the strongest dude, and Vegeta, like his frenemy, to get his little powers too. Man, that is like Sasuke and Naruto all over again. But Dragon Ball Z, it's just more hands and. Well, let me stop before niggas start saying, "Well, JerCrispy, Naruto know how to throw hands too, and you just wrong." Nah.
And he is constantly getting his ass beat, and we just over here sitting like, but bro, he's too tough. Look at the scar in one arm. Mad aura though. He's a failure, a walking failure. We a bunch of simple ass niggas to please, bro. One sandwich and a back rub and now we ready to marry her. Gohan spent most of his pre-Cell Saga days getting the absolute shit folded out of him and freezing in the big moment.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be real. I'ma just keep it a buck. Goku was never around. That nigga was a deadbeat ass dad. I'ma keep it real with you. Goku was the deadbeat ass dad. I'm sorry to tell you, Goku was a deadbeat ass daddy. You can't tell me no otherwise. How every time something always happen, Piccolo always got to pick up the slack. See, that's Piccolo saying. They don't want to say it, but I would have said, well, I'll take that back. Goku ain't no deadbeat ass daddy. That nigga was just trying to, nigga just caught up in the moment and just slipped up and just said, oh, I got a son now, you know, tight stuff. And he was just getting used to it. All Goku was worried about it getting stronger and developing up. And then sooner or later down the line, he just realized he's like, I need to stay down here to be family and stuff like that. And stuff like that was later down, like season wisely, but yeah, older like beginning Gohan, like bro, of course he was getting smacked by Vegeta. Of course, Vegeta is like damn near 10 times better than him when he was younger. Obviously, that's like saying you put the Trunks against what's it called? Against what's that pink nigga name? Baby Boo. Yeah, not Baby Boo. Or yeah, Broly. Not Broly. What the fuck? What's that little pink ass nigga? They be laughing like this. That nigga hit it. That nigga hit it before, son. The nigga hit it before. Y'all know what I'm talking about, son. Nigga, stronger than the baby thing. And then I think the adult version was scared of him. I think his name was Boo. Like, yeah, B-U. Not like Boo. Like B-U. Baby Boo.
Crying, with a few bright spots here and there that really amounted to nothing. But I'm willing to look past that. I'm willing to let it slide because bro was like 5 years old. I'm not gonna shit on Usain Bolt's toddler for getting smoked by Noah Lyles. But even in the Cell saga, Gohan had Cell on the ropes and started fucking around trolling, forcing Goku to then have to sacrifice himself to save the Earth. Gohan, it was your single.
First of all, hold on, wait a minute. If the writers would have let, bro, I promise for God, and I'm gonna defend this till I can defend this no more. If the writers did not want to put Cell as the most next powerful ass nigga, I promise for God, Cell would be top five villains at all right now as we speaking. Am I lying? Am I lying? Top 5 most villains right now as we speaking. Dragon Ball Z, Beerus. What's that bald head and what's that bald nigga name? Bald alien nigga that Goku. It was a fight to the death. Him, Broly, Frieza. Hold on, I'm thinking about it, and that's another nigga too. That almost whooped this nigga Goku ass. Almost. So like, I don't know, bro. So don't say, oh, he did that because nigga had a chance. They had a chance whooping Cell. Because Cell could have been up there. I promise you, Cell could have been the most up there type of people. But how the way they wrote Cell, they said Cell is not going to be that powerful. I already knew they gave Cell the whole power. They hold this nigga the whole time.
This was your #1 hit, and you let Drake on it. That shit is not yours anymore. That's Goku's moment now. And you think he learned his lesson, but then in the Buu saga, this motherfucker gets cocky again and lets Buu eat his ass, absorbing his power. What the fuck? Y'all let me know. What is legendary about being one hard-headed ass nigga? How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? And then what does he do after that? He retires and starts studying in school. Now I'm usually one to support
shit, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. That nigga is not a... Bro, Gohan was never a fighter in the beginning with. You gotta understand that. So the only reason why he did that because he had to protect his fight. If he didn't, he would have been one of those, with them little alien things. He would have been like another Yamcha. Yeah, he would have been another Yamcha. Ass as a bitch. Can't fight for shit. Getting his ass whipped by them little aliens. Yeah.
Motherfuckers acknowledging their trash. I've told Draymond Green to consider painting instead of basketball a few times. But fuck that. Gohan, you pussy. I've heard that Toriyama wanted Gohan to be the new MC and leave Goku dead, but fans wasn't fucking with it, so he ended up not doing it. And
let's keep it real, and I'm not gonna hold you. Nigga, that would have been the downfall of Dragon Ball Z right there. If they would have killed out Goku, saying, you know how many times Goku died? Goku damn near died about at least about 4 to 5 times. If I'm not mistaken, that dude at least died about 4 to 5 times and got brought back to life. Like, not gonna hold you.
I think that's ended up holding Gohan's character immensely, cause he was supposed to take the reins, but now he just needed to be sidelined again. It just felt like a huge step back. And then you go to Dragon Ball Super, and they got him out here fighting Winnie the Pooh. Then they got him fighting a nigga who finally took off his do-rag.
Damn.
The only real memorable moment he gets in Super is when he beats Dispo, which is a good win, shout out to Gohan. And then he gets a random ass pull transformation Beast Gohan that had no build up whatsoever, and he got without any training because that's all Gohan's character is. He is a fraud, bro. He is not legendary. The Gohan glaze is crazy.
Stop calling that man legendary because he won.
Red Hood. Again.
Sorry. I'm sorry. We gotta talk about this, man. I'm sorry. Very much sorry. And I know this video is gonna be long, but I don't give a fuck. Don't say that nigga Jake Hollop is not that nigga. He was. He wanted to know. Like, he was the one who really wanted to kill Joker. That's all I wanted to. I'm gonna let him say his point, and then at the end, I'm gonna say what I have to sum it up.
Again, none of these characters I dislike. In fact, Red Hood might possibly be my favorite DC character. But let's keep it real, bro. We all fuck with this nigga off of one storyline, and that's pretty ass when you think about it. I'm kinda taking a different approach with this one. I'm not even saying don't call Red Hood legendary because his actions are that of a fraud necessarily. I'm saying we can't call this man legendary because there's so many renditions of him that are ass, and we only mess with him for the Under the Red Hood storyline. Gun to the back of your head right now, name me 5 good Jason Todd comic book storylines. Exactly.
Cause I don't even read comics books, so I would have been dead blank. When the last time I read a comic book, bro? Since I was in the 6th grade, bro.
Let's be real. Nobody give a fuck about the Outlaws. There's a reason DC has retold the same story in movie form, then in live action TV form, then in video game form. What other stories they gonna tell about, bro? Nobody knows or cares about the others. I've seen Jason Todd getting tortured and Batman failing him like 57 different times at this point. My man Red Hood is carried by the fact that his outfit is so ridiculously clean, his fighting is dope because he was obviously trained by Batman, and that the one storyline he's known for is a genuine DC masterpiece of a storyline. And hey, listen, I get it. If you're gonna be a one-hit wonder, you might as well be like Wheatus and have it be known for Teenage Dirtbag, cause that shit is a banger.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Zuko.
Alright, hello. Alright, I told y'all I was gonna say something about if you play the game as he spelled, bro, this nigga was down there putting BTA to Batman, saying it was some parts of the game he would put BTA to you, bro. And like, of course, yeah, anybody could. He said comic books and stuff like that, and live action and movies and stuff like that. But in general, if you look through this stuff, as I'm telling y'all, my niggas, if you look through it, and if you see what I'm trying to tell you, Jason Todd was always supposed to be a good person. He was always supposed to be a Batman. If he never got kidnapped, we would have never got Jason Todd. We would have never got Red Hood. We would have never got that. Hands down, we would have never ever got that in general. And I'm telling y'all. And if he was supposed to be allegedly trained by Batman, why didn't he didn't try to get out? See? They gave Joker the most OP, but and that's the thing about it. You can't put Joker as a trash villain because he's the main villain of this story. So like it's like 50-50. It's like, okay, it's either we're gonna make Jason Todd trash and make the Joker good, or we're gonna make the Joker trash and make Jason Todd actually be the fan. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video, man. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Shit.
Now, y'all might be mad at me, but this one I'm gonna defend. I be seeing people calling Zuko a fraud. Not too much on Zuko, chill. Zuko being legendary shouldn't be measured in wins and losses. That's childish. Whatever happened to process over outcome? His legendariness comes from his growth as a man. It's just like Giannis said, there's no such thing as failure, just steps to success. That's the loser niggas anthem right there. Zuko defying his father. That's legendary. The strongest firebender potentially ever, spraying him with lightning. Legendary. And going on to find his own path, helping the Avatar to stop him. That's legendary. Helping stop a war, bringing the Fire Nation and the four nations back to harmony. That's legendary. Who cares if he lost some 1v1s? It happens. We know he's not stronger than
Right, it happened to the best of us. You know, most of them just lose 1v1s because they might be trash. They might be trash. Yeah, you trash.
Azula. We know he's not stronger than Ozai. We know he's not capable of beating Aang and being able to capture him. That was never the point. Respect Zuko, man. He doesn't deserve all that. He was a huge reason why Aang was able to.
It was supposed to be him building up his character too, regardless. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow all social media. Pop on the screen. We're on the road to 5 plenty, and I'm out.